go to the Block Talk radio shows. They're still up there.
I've done over 10,500 shows on Block Talk. I was on Block Talk from 2007 until 2016. Yeah. And the thing about it is I've done over 10,500 shows. You can go back and go Google Nikki Love Block Talk Radio. It'll take you way back to 2007. Every show I ever did, from celebrities to, um, you know, gangs. And when I first started my Block Talk show, I started with the youth, and I started with Crips and Bloods. Yeah, I used to deal with the gang members too. You damn right, because I was in the community a lot, doing a lot of community activism, and to this day, I still love the young folks. They all still love me and come to me, but I just can't tolerate the ones who think they know every goddamn thing. I understand, but the young folks still love me. So I was doing a lot of work in the community with young brothers, and especially the young boys. They just love them some Miss Nikki. And I tell you, to this day, right now, if I was to call any one of them, they have my back. That's how much I dealt with them, whether it was with music or helping them get jobs. Some of them, were dealing with a lot of issues. They would come to Miss Nikki. Miss Nikki, could you help me? We lost one of them, and it really saddened me when we lost him because he was such a good kid, but he had been in a foster care. His mother died when she gave birth to him. And I never forget it, we used to call him Little T. And at that time, I was working with 12 of them. I used to do a basketball subdivision. And mind you, the men didn't even offer to help. So I started a basketball subdivision team with the young boys. And then I also bought them boxing gloves. And we used to do boxing in the neighborhood. But long story short, I was dealing about 12 of them. Not only did I do that, I did music with them. Waka Flocka was one of them. He used to be in my house. I used to do tracks for them, music tracks, rap tracks. And Little T, he just was special to me. He just, he lost his mother at an early age, a victim society. Father was on drugs. Long story short, he was in and out of foster homes. And I remember he came to me and he said, Miss Nikki, I'm tired of being in the streets and I just want to go to Job Corps and I don't have nobody to bring me to Job Corps because he had ran away from the foster home. He was like 16. So I told him, I said, okay. I said, all right, I want you to come meet me here Thursday, and I'm going to take you to Job Corps. I said, and I want you to get yourself together. And I said, I don't want you out there selling drugs on the street. He's like, I'm trying, but I got a way to survive. I said, look, I'm telling you, just come meet me Thursday, and I'm going to take you to Job Corps. I'll drive you myself. Let me tell you something. I didn't hear from him, and I started getting worried. So I'm calling up the young boys, and I said, I'm calling this one. Dink. I said, where's Little T? He was supposed to come meet me Thursday so we can take him to Job Corps. They found his body in a dumpster. Okay? Everything in my spirit I told him, don't go back over there. I said, do not go back over there. I don't see nothing good for you. And I kind of seen something was going to happen to that boy. And I told him, don't go back. He went back anyway. They shot him in the head and put his body in a dumpster. After that, it was a done deal. I was through. I mean, it hurt my heart because I felt so bad for him. And I was like, man, I told you don't go over there. You didn't listen. And they killed the young boy. And I felt really bad. Very, very, good young kid, just a product of society. So after that, I was happy because I would say at least about 10 of the young boys that I was working with out of 12 or to 15 of them end up doing good, having kids, going to school, doing something with their lives, okay? So, yeah, that's just a story I had to share. But I did a lot of activism, out there, in the streets with these young kids, you know. But go ahead.
Um, Quincy Thomas says you also got a show with Asir the Duke of Tears. Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah, I do have a show with a seer.
He said Patai Hotep says Sarnetta was talking about y'all show back in the day.
Sarnetta used to be on my show. Actually, I was one of the first shows that brought consciousness to radio, internet radio. So you heard the Bobby Hemmets come through the show. You heard the Omar Johnsons, the Polites,
Dabba
all of them,
Blair.
Delbert Blair, Phil Valentine, all of them. Francis Cress Welsing was on my show. Nearly Fuller, Leonard Jeffries, James Smalls. I've had all of them on the Nikki Love Show.
All the heavyweights.
Right, all the heavyweights. I've had a lot of them on there. Even the brother who just transitioned, that was he was a kung fu uh, uh, and he used to talk about the mushrooms. Kalindi Aye. I had him on the show. He just transitioned family, and condolences to him and his family. He is in the land of the ancestors now, but he transitioned. I've had some of the greats on the show, and let me tell you something. Those were the good old days. It was a pleasure to be able to bring consciousness to where, another one who used to call on my show. He think I don't remember, but I remember him clearly. Clearly, Charlemagne used to call into the Nikki Love show. Charlemagne, him, brother young Farrell used to call into the Nikki Love show. All of them brothers used to be on the Nikki Love show. The
Yeah.
blue pill, the red pill. I
That
gave them their
makes.
first show called the Superheroes. Yeah, all of them came to the Nikki Love show. They had uh we had a whole show set up. I used to have it where each show, each week, everybody had their own show. Brother Uncle had his own show. Brother Sunjeta had his own show. We had Brother Black's on. He had a show. Everybody had a show and a platform on the Nikki Love show. Sonetta and them had it until I told Sonetta, I said, y'all need to get your own goddamn show. So he called himself doing the show, started his show, everything transferred, all that bullshit and arguing and debating went over to the Sonetta show. Sonetta came back and gave me my props, said, Nikki Love, I don't know how you could keep up with that shit. And I think he stopped doing his radio. So,
But
he
he went to YouTube.
right, he ended up going but I think Sonetta was doing YouTube a little bit before.
Okay.
But Sonetta was one of the first ones who actually brought consciousness to the community, period.
The
On
craziest shit,
125th Street.
the craziest shit I seen Sadetta do was when,
What?
when he made the white guy bow down to him on the street in
He
New York.
paid him $100 to do that,
That
shit.
shit was funny.
Tell him to give you
I don't
$100
give a
about-
damn if he paid him or not. That shit was hilarious. Cause you can't pay me no $100 to get on my knees and do it. Fuck you, nigga. You keep that $100 and shove it up your ass. That's how I feel about that. You ain't finna and record me and put it on that shit all over the internet. Hell no.
All right. Okay. All right. So now, family. Any more questions? I was in a lot of your shows too, Wunam and my brother Alchemist. Yeah, it's funny because Alchemist and Black Moon been in my mind. I said I was gonna call